Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces February 4, 2022. With regard to communication, today should be a busy day. Letters and phone calls to people close to you are likely to take up a lot of your time. You might be organizing a meeting or social event of some kind. You're probably feeling especially optimistic and enthusiastic at this time, and therefore likely to spread these feelings to others. You're also more likely than usual to sense intuitively what's going on with them. All your relationships, from acquaintances, to business partners, to lovers, are likely to seem very rosy. Social events could prove stimulating and exciting, and beneficial on more than one level. A romantic attraction to someone from a distant state or foreign country might suddenly hit you. Even if you're already involved, this person is definitely worth getting to know at least. You'll probably find that you have a lot of interests in common. You might find that other people's strong opinions are dictating the activity of today. The overall atmosphere is intense, so you might just want to lay low and let others have their way. Don't try to put up a fight. Unexpected opposition may come out of nowhere and take control. There is a powerful force at work asking you to attend to your own business with passion. Today is a good day to consider new ideas about increasing your income. Though this is a good time to study and consider investment possibilities, it is not a good time to actually make investments. The facts may be different from what you read or hear. Wait about a week before making up your mind. You also might consider a second job or a way to turn your hobby around into a money-making enterprise. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. No one actually has a normal home life, so don't worry. It's not just your family. Sometimes you just need to chalk up Aunt Sally's outburst about your dusty molding to the complexities of aging. Go with the flow. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. Today you are feeling especially imaginative, and you might find yourself wanting to try your hand at writing, painting, or composing music. The past is especially appealing, so you could also want to stroll through an art gallery or museum, or attend a concert. Use your intuition when doing so, as it is operating at a high level and messages might come through the art forms, which brings insight and perhaps revelation. Write down your impressions. You are going through some turbulence in your numerological chart these days. It would be good for you to keep your equilibrium while getting rid of certain ways of behaving. Be open to new ways of looking at things. If you aren't, you could be overbearing today and provoke some tension in your family or with friends. To avoid any breakouts with those close to you, be conciliatory and everything will go for the best. This appears to be a day without much resolution. You might conclude a problematic issue only to find later that there are still many unanswered questions. Make lists of issues that absolutely must be resolved today. Focus all your attention there, and let other things slide. Take extra care with any communications, as errors and misunderstandings are likely. 6 days after Venus turned direct in your friendship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, turns direct here today. This is not only a turning point on the social, friendship, teamwork and networking fronts, but for the year in general. We began the year with 5 planets in retrograde motion, but since then, one by one they have turned direct, slowly releasing the brakes that have been holding things back. Mercury is the last planet to turn direct, and for the first time since April 2021, every planet in the solar system is moving in the same direction, with nothing slowing things down. The moon's return to Pisces each month is always a valuable chance to become more emotionally engaged and connected, but at the same time, this can also make you more emotional. To have Mercury, the planet of communication, turn direct today is a chance to take advantage of this, making it easier to express yourself and to wear your heart on your sleeve. A grand trine forms in the cosmos early this morning as the Libra moon, Saturn, and North Node all share positive energy with one another. The vibes here can help us find peace in the work that needs to be done on our path moving forward, bringing an element of clarity and understanding when it comes to personal or professional goals. Since some people will be asleep when these aspects occur, you should take a moment to think about your dreams when you wake up. It's possible the universe sent you a few guiding messages while you were wandering through the dream realms. Later, the moon faces off with healing asteroid Chiron. It's important that you put your needs first during this time and try not to be a people pleaser, especially if it impinges on your ability to take care of yourself. On the other end of this aspect, you'll want to make sure you're not being insensitive or dismissive of how others are feeling. If you find yourself in a conflict during the first part of the day, remove yourself from the situation until this evening when the vibe lightens up a bit. Tonight, take some time to lean into love and self-care. Check in with your mind, body, and soul and look for ways to bring any unbalanced elements of your energy back to where they should be. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Libra, ending its void which began yesterday evening. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Pisces, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.